And before that, all the day's action in Match of the Day.
And we are here live for Match of the Day here for this afternoon. And I am Gary Lineker as we have a real major matchup on the cards here tonight between second place Everton versus third place Manchester City. As a very big game this is between two sides here, as these two are currently in the top four. Never imagined Everton to be where they are now in second place, but that could come to an end for Everton here this afternoon if they lose to Man City, as likely the favourites are going to Man City's flavour in this matchup to get the win over Everton. So tell us your thoughts, Alan. Are you right that Man City are the real big favourites to beat Everton here at Goodison Park? Well, I think in the game it's going to be very, very tough for both sides. But yes, Everton's had a one-season wonder so far, and they've been very brilliant. They've been throughout the last 18, 19 matches of the Premier League season. We're halfway through the Premier League season, and these two teams are currently really in a good position in that top four. But I think as of for Everton, they're the home team. They're going to be giving it a real fight against Man City, despite they've got Messi in the opposition and Benzema, Phil Foden in the opposition for Man City. I think Everton are going to really make it a lot harder for the opposition of Man City here in this game. I know they're the holders and champions of the Premier League, but Everton really want to show their resilience and let's say their dedication to a victory in this game here this afternoon. They have got a very good fit team, Everton. No injuries whatsoever might even help Everton to deliver a big win over Man City. So I think that it'd be good for them to try and win here in this game. It'd be massive for them in terms of where they're going to be by the end of the season, as we're now halfway through the campaign. As for Man City, they've got a chance to move up to second place if they win against Everton in this game this afternoon. Okay, thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on to the matchup here this afternoon, as we have here Manchester City travel away from home to Goodison Park to play Everton. And let's get to that game right now between both sides here. And let's get straight right now to the matchup here for this afternoon. Everton versus Man City. And we are live at Goodison Park here for the game. And Everton had a very good season so far this season. They're currently second in the league. But if Man City end up winning here this afternoon, then they may drop Everton down to third and City up to second place if Man City can get a win away from home at Everton. And I know that Sean Dyche makes Everton a real fortress here at Goodison Park throughout this season so far. But could Man City manage to get the win over Everton here for this afternoon? So the lineup here for the Evertonians, for Everton, the home team here for this afternoon, as we're going to have goalkeeper for Everton will be Jordan Pickford. Really good keeper during this season so far. Will be the goalkeeper in the game. As a defence, we have is James Kwiatkowski and Braithwaite with Decore, Ross Barkley, Dwight McNeil, Dele Alli, Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and that is a very strong team that Sean Dyche puts out in the team for Everton, and they really want to look for a win after losing to Spurs in their last Premier League game. But for Man City, however, in their respective lineup here at Goodison Park for this afternoon, we have goalkeeper Edison will be the goalie for Manchester City here for this afternoon. We are going to have Diaz, Laporte, Walker and Guardiol with Chiesa, Jude Bellingham, we got Rodri, we got Benzema, and also we got Lionel Messi up front for Man City here. And that's a very good team for City in this matchup. They've been really good so far, in real proper form they are in the Premier League. some back-to-back consistent victories so far in the Premiership. As Corney right here, right now, they're going to be involved in a match-up here against Everton. And I really can't wait for it. Let's get on the way right now for the match-up here for the defending champions to take on here Everton here at Goodison Park. And here we go. And I know that Everton make it a lot hard to be at home at Goodison Park this season. They did lose at home against United around Christmas. They did by 1-0. And since then they've been so good they've been in terms of consistency in the league. Now Richarlison's through here. This could be a chance for an opener here for Everton here. Might be, oh, close. Very close there. Goal kick here for City. Good chance right there for Everton to get themselves in the lead there. But now here's Guardiol. Now Guardiol now pushing forward here now for Man City. Now to Foden. No. Now here's Ross Barkley. Now Richarlison. Now Dele Alli. Now Dele Alli, the Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And now here's all the way to Rodri now. Phil Foden. Foden on the attack. Now lost control of that ball here now. Back to Everton here now. Doucouré. And now Doucouré pushing forward here now for Everton. Oh, could have been Richarlison there, but no. And now here's Dwight McNeil. Good defending then. Now Diaz wins the ball back. Now Rodri. And now Jude Bellingham. And now to Lionel Messi. Really on the counter-attack here now for Man City here. Chance for Messi to cross the ball in. Ahead of a Phil Foden and a goal right there for City. It didn't take long, didn't it? Did not take long at all. And Manchester City take the lead here at Goodison Park. I know it's very hard to beat at Goodison Park. Everton are a very top team at home. But in this game so far, they are behind here over the defending champions of the Premier League from last season, Man City. What a cross right there from Messi. And he crossed it in right there to Phil Foden. And now City are in the lead in the matchup. So they are behind here now, Everton. And probably expect Man City to probably win on paper anyways. But you never know how Everton will actually bring in this game. Because they've been so good this season. And they really treat Goodison Park and the whole season a fortress this season. Have been Everton really challenging in the Champions League places in halfway through the season so far. But now it's Richarlison there. Finds a pass to Dele Alli. Now Dominic Calvert-Lewin now to Ross Barkley. And a nice step over right there from Ross Barkley. And now here's Dwight McNeil. Crossing the box here all the way to Ederson's hands. Very easy there for him to catch that. And now Phil Foden now the ball. Foden looking for a chance for pass the ball now to Messi here, who assisted in the first goal of the game. Now Messi's on the attack here now for Man City. This could be 2-0. And good defending right there from Everton right there. James Tarkowski really defending quite nicely there to stop Messi from trying to get anything out of that. Now back here now defensively. Oh, they lost control of the ball here, James Tarkowski. Now Phil Foden's through. Foden passes Benzema and a goal right there to make it 2. 2 goals in the first half as Manchester City, the away team, take 2 goals in the lead here at Goodison Park for this afternoon. And I've got to say there, great pass there and assist there from Phil Foden. Like what Messi did to him for the first goal. And he's done that now for carrying Benzema to put the ball into the back of the net. And now City are now 2 goals in front in the match. And that will put City up to 2nd place in the Premier League if they win here this afternoon, because Everton have had a very good season so far. Only lost 3 games in the league. They lost to Spurs, they've lost to United, and also lost to Aston Villa. But they've been very good since, very consistent, of course, to be in that top 4 position. And they were top of the league also some point also this season as well, on the top of the table. It's pretty good for Everton in a way, in terms of their football club, who survived last season within 5 points clear from Watford to stay in the Premiership. And they did survive last season in 17th place. But this season, Sean Dyche is now in charge. And he's made Everton into a real top quality team. Hard to beat against loads of teams this season. And now pass there now to Messi. Lost control of that now. Here's Dwight McNeil. And it is half time. The whistle blows at half time here at Goodison Park. And 2 goals scored for the away team of Manchester City. And Richarlison could not have any opportunity to score, unfortunately, in the game. Very slow day in the office for him. Not create any chances for Everton for him to score by. But it ends at half-time. Everton 0, Manchester City 2 at half-time. We are here now for the game for the second half between Everton and Manchester City. And City have been so good they've been in that first half to score 2 brilliant goals. One from Benzema and one from Phil Foden. But could Everton get back in the game and try and get back into it in their home ground at Goodison Park? Now, Dele Alli in the box here. Could be Richarlison. Good defending there. Walker gets the ball away now. Kyle Walker sprints through the ball here. And he tried to pass. Oh, wait a second. Messi won the ball back here. And looks like now Tarkowski won the ball back for Everton. And now Doucouré. Now all the way to Dele Alli. Now to Dominic Calvert-Lewin keeps the ball alive here for Everton. And now Guardiola obviously won the ball back here now for City. What a ball there from Guardiola there to Benzema. Could be free, it could be. Oh, good defending. Everton clear the ball away from danger. Now is Rodri. Rodri now to Bellingham, Foden, Benzema, all back to Foden, and what a little back heel there from Benzema. An assist right there to make Benzema give an assist to Phil Foden to score his second goal for Manchester City this afternoon. And that was a very decent goal right there for him. A little shimmy, little back heel there from Benzema to assist Phil Foden to score his second goal in the game for Manchester City. And Everton are getting battered at home. Not like Everton this season. Everton's been so good they've been throughout this whole campaign, even at home especially. When they lost to Manchester United at home way back in Christmas time, they only lost by 1-0 by a last minute goal from Dalot. And since then they've actually, let's say, been more steady at home. They did lose to Spurs, by the way, in their last match-up at White Hart Lane by a lot of goal margins in the last match-up. But it doesn't mean that they lose here at home. But they have at the moment currently. Now Dwight McNeil. And now here's to Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And now back to Rodri. And now here's Messi. Pass to the Benzema. Benzema, good block there from the Everton defender. Now Dwight McNeil. And now McNeil now all the way to across there now to Richarlison. Now to Doucouré. Doucouré now chance here for a shot. Good defending. Clearance away there. And now Phil Foden. Now lost it back now to Dele Alli. Now Calvert-Lewin. Now Doucouré. Has a shot. Good block right there from Rodri. Now back to Doucouré again. Nearly over the game, by the way. And City might guarantee the 3 points of the 3 goals they've scored here away from home here this afternoon at Goodison Park. Everton are getting thrashed here. It might be 4 goals in. Now Jude Bellingham's through for City to get 4. And a good save there from Jordan Pickford. And they keep the way there from danger there. Now Messi there, okay, didn't get on the score sheet in the game so far. Probably want to get on it here right now against Everton. But as we speak at the moment currently, it's still 3-0 Man City. Now here's Dele Alli. Looking for a chance before the end of the game to be over. And it is all over, and that will mean that Man City do guarantee a big win away from home against Everton, and they do move above Everton in the Premier League up to 2nd place after beating a great improved form Everton throughout this halfway through this season. Down into 3rd place now Everton now after that loss to Manchester City, and now reality check is really sinking in right here for Everton after losing to Spurs and losing to Man City in back-to-back games. As the full-time whistle blew at full-time at Goodison Park as Everton 0, Man City 3. A big win right there for Man City. They picked up the 3 goals and they won the game really comfortably here over Everton. And very poor for Everton so far recently. For the first time this season, Everton lost back-to-back games. Lost to Spurs, now lost to Man City. They've done so well this season to be in the top 2 and also top of the league throughout this season so far. And a very brilliant start for Sean Dyche. But do you think that now that Everton's been found out by teams like Man City and Spurs in the last 2 recent matches? Well, I feel that Everton still got a long way left of the season to go and try to, let's say, surprise teams still. I think that Everton has still got a good attacking team. You know, Richarlison's fit. You also got Ruben Loftus-Cheek. He's fit as well. They've still got some SA players still fit for the team, not injured whatsoever. So that will really help Everton to try and get wins over the line. And I think they're going to be probably not in the Champions League, but maybe in the Europa League places. I think they'll probably be by for next season. But as for Man City, though, they really show their quality out there away from home. They do move up to second place in the Premier League. They're now obviously 5 points behind from United. And there's a chance for City to try and catch up to them now after they've overtaken Everton in the Premier League. But yeah, great goals, I've got to say, from a great assist from Messi to Phil Foden was a brilliant header from him. And also great goals from Karim Benzema to win them the game. And they really showed a lot of quality in the matchup. And it was a very good game it was for Man City. And they made it a lot easier for themselves to get the win over the line here against the Toffees. Thank you very much there, Alan. And now we move on now to the game highlight coverage for across all 9 games across the Premier League. And let's get to those games right now of the Premiership for match day 18. The relegation battle between Sheffield United and Celtic ended up as a win for Sheffield United in the matchup here at Bramall Lane, as they won the match by a narrow 1-goal victory over Celtic, and that put Sheffield United out of the relegation drop, while Celtic drop in the relegation zone as it ends here at full time, as Sheffield United 1, Celtic 0 at full time. It's taken Spurs until 40 minutes in the game to put themselves in the lead in the matchup here, as a great hit right there from Fekir to put that ball past the keeper right there of Brighton, and now Tottenham are 1-0 up to the good here at the Amex Stadium. And then Spurs scored another goal in the match from a set-piece corner, and a header right there from Harry Kane to put Tottenham 2 goals in the lead over Brighton at the Amex here this afternoon. An unbelievable cross right here for Brighton Hove Albion in the matchup, as a cross into the box, a header right there from Dominic Solanke onto that, as Brighton got a little bit of hope to get back in the game, but they're still behind, as it's now 2-1 to Spurs, and the game ended with a 2-1 victory for Tottenham Hotspur to guarantee them the 3 points and back-to-back wins, 3 in a row for Tottenham. And they beat Leicester, they beat Everton, they've beaten Brighton during that long run. But it ends Brighton Hove Albion 1, Spurs 2. And a cross right there for Rangers in the box here to score a goal in the match. And they did, by a goal right there in the match by Andres Pereira to put Rangers in the lead here at the Ibrox Stadium, as Liverpool try to clear the ball out of danger. But Pereira won the ball away from Darwin Núñez. And now Rangers take the lead here at Ibrox. Another cross right here for Liverpool in the matchup here, all the way there to a header into the box there from Rafael Leao to put it past Samba, as now it's 1 apiece here at the Ibrox Stadium. At Rangers 1, Liverpool 1, and Samba could not reach to that and save that, and now Liverpool are back in the game. But unfortunately, they got themselves back behind again here for Rangers to score another in the matchup, as Andres Pereira makes it 2, as Glasgow Rangers are now back in front, as Liverpool are now behind, and now it's 2-1 here for Glasgow Rangers in the matchup so far. And then Liverpool got back in the game as a young 18-year-old Jordan scored there past the goalkeeper of Samba. The young teenager for Liverpool makes it 2-2 to save Liverpool from losing the game. And now Liverpool are back level in the game here. A bit of tug of war here between Rangers and Liverpool. And now Liverpool are back level so far in the match. But in the late minutes of the game, Darwin Núñez made sure that Liverpool guarantee that win, those big 3 points in the game here at Ibrox, as the Uruguayan took it by himself and scored and ran through the defenders of Rangers, as now Liverpool are 3-2 up and they're in the lead for the first time. And that was a real terrific victory right there for Liverpool. They really guaranteed a real big finish of a result here past Rangers, and that was a real big victory. And Darwin Núñez especially was a very good player as well in that mix, as the match ended here at the Ibrox Stadium, as it ends Rangers 2, Liverpool 3 at full time between the two sides. Terrific counter press right here for Leeds United. A great run right there from Archie Gray to score past Norwich City's goalkeeper Angus Gunn, as Leeds United take the plunge and take the lead. And terrific pace and terrific run right there from the young Archie Gray to make it 1-0 to Leeds United at Ellen Road. And then Leeds carried on the play in the second half. A great cross right there from Somerville right there, all the way to Ethan Anapu as he puts the ball over the line past the goalkeeper. A little bit of this goalkeeping save right there from Gunn. And then the keeper got confused right there where the ball was at. But Ethan Anapu right there puts the ball in to make it 2-0 to Leeds United. And that's a massive victory right there for the Whites of Yorkshire, as Leeds United guaranteed a massive victory to keep themselves away from the drop, as they're now currently 8 points clear from the relegation zone. And that win right there over Norwich was pretty healthy for Leeds United to get the job over the line, as it ends here at Ellen Road as Leeds United 2, Norwich City 0 at full time between the two sides. And a brilliant goal right there for Jamie Vardy for Leicester City, as now Leicester take the lead here past Newcastle United. As I've got to say, good pass right there to Jamie Vardy to control the ball, turn, have a chance to shoot, and he did, and the keeper could not save that one. And now Leicester City are 1-0 up here at St James's Park. And then Leicester City got themselves another goal in the matchup, as James Maddison makes it 2-0 before the end of the game here at St James's Park Stadium. And that's a very good goal right there for Maddison, as Madders makes it 2, and Leicester City are definitely looking for a big win here away from home. And they did that, Leicester City, to deliver those major 3 points here away from home. And that puts them a little bit closer to the top half of the table in mid-table position. But 2 great goals, one for Maddison and one for Jamie Vardy, as the match ended here at St James's Park Stadium as Newcastle United 0, Leicester City 2 at full time between the two sides. A brilliant start right here for Brian Amermo right there for Brentford, as he scored there past the goalkeeper of Jose Sarr, as now Brentford take the lead. And now Brentford are in the lead here by 1-0. And Brian Amermo right there hits it in through his laces in the top corner. And now the Brentford are in the lead here at the game so far. But as of the opposition of Wolves, good pass there from Adama Traore right there to Chuma to put the ball there past the goalkeeper of Flacken, as now Wolverhampton Wanderers are level in the game here at the G-Tech Stadium. And a great cross right there for Brentford in the match-up here, as a header right there in the back of the net from Kasper Dolberg to put Brentford back in front in the match. Great teamwork, communication right there for Brentford to get back in front, as Jose Sarr could not save that one, as now Brentford are in the lead here to make it 2-1. And then Brentford carried on the play. Good pass there from Brian Amermo to pass there to Kasper Dolberg. 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and he hits it in through his laces into the back of the net, as now Brentford are 3-1 up in the matchup here. A very good goal for the Bees. But then Adama Traore, however, got through there for Wolves in the end and scored a goal to make it 3-2 in the game. A great little bit of work right there in terms of his feet right there for Adama Traore. Skill through 2 defenders. And now Wolves trying to get back in the game, but that wasn't meant to be for Wolverhampton Wanderers, as it ends here. Brentford 3, Wolves 2, as Brentford got themselves that big victory here at the G-Tech Stadium. A nice counter press right here from Arsenal, however. Good pass from Odegaard there to Martinelli, and he hits it right there in the top corner, in the back of the net. as the Gunners are 1-0 up here against West Ham United here at the Emirates. And then Arsenal unfortunately gave away a silly goal there for West Ham United as Jero Bowen right there makes it 1-1 in the match. As great counter press right there for West Ham's Kudos, all the way there to a sweaty pass there to Jero Bowen, and now the Hammers are level in the game. And then Arsenal got themselves back in front here past West Ham United as Gabriel Martinelli scores another goal right here for Arsenal to make it 2-1 for the Gunners. And then Arsenal got themselves a third goal in the matchup here. A great pass there from Martinelli all the way to Gabriel Jesus who scored the third goal in the matchup here, as now Arsenal are 3-1 up. And I've got to say 1v1 there to Areola. And unfortunately couldn't do nothing about it, unfortunately, Areola, to stop, obviously, Gabriel Jesus. And now it's 3-1. And then Gabriel Jesus again scored a fourth goal in the matchup here. And another goal there to put it past Areola. And now it's 4-1 here to the Gunners. And I've got to say, real terrific passing right there from Martinelli. And now Jesus puts it in, scores his another goal in the game. And now it is 4-1 to Arsenal. And then another goal scored again here for Arsenal in the 90th minute of the match. As Gabriel Martinelli, really playing like a Henry type of player he is in the game. And scores with his left foot in the back of the net. And now Arsenal really guarantee that major victory here for the game this evening, as the match ended here between Arsenal and West Ham United in this sort of London rivalry between the two sides, as Gabriel Martinelli got a hat-trick in the game, and well deserved for him to do so. But it ends here for tonight's game as Arsenal 5, West Ham United 1 at full time. And a great pressing right here from Aston Villa to get themselves a goal away from home here by Ollie Watkins, who scored the first goal in the game. As Man United were down to 10 men in the matchup, and then Villa took the advantage of that, and Ollie Watkins hits it on his weak foot, and Keylor Navas could do nothing about it, unfortunately so, and now Villa are in the lead to make it 1-0. And then in the second half, another goal in the matchup here. And yet again, another goal there for Ollie Watkins to really put the ball past Manchester United's goalkeeper of Keylor Navas. And that is now 2-0 here for Villa. And the league leaders of the Premier League, Manchester United, are definitely behind now. Massive mistake right there for Kessie for Manchester United as he tried to clear the ball away. But unfortunately, the ball was gifted right there to Zinzolio for Aston Villa to put the ball into the back of the net. And now Villa take themselves very seriously here as they're 3 goals in front here away from home at Old Trafford. And then Manchester United again conceded another silly goal. The team who are top of the Premier League are getting battered by Villa. Another goal at the end of the game here as Ollie Watkins scores a hat-trick in the game. And that was a real big gift of a victory right there for the Villains. And now it's 4-0 to Aston Villa. And a consolation goal right there for Manchester United in the matchup here. Brilliant, I've got to say there, from the substitute Rasmus Højlund, who scored a consolation goal for Manchester United. And now it's 4-1 in the game. And I've got to say, a very disappointing evening for Manchester United. Very dominant so far this season. Top of the Premier League this season. And I'd never expected United to lose by that sort of margin. Even allow Ollie Watkins to get a hat-trick out of United here against the league leaders here this evening. But the matchup ended here at Manchester United Stadium at Old Trafford as it ends Man United 1, Aston Villa 4 at full time. The official results for match day 19 of the Premier League. Arsenal 5, West Ham United 1, Brentford 3, Wolves 2, Brighton Hove Albion 1, Tottenham Hotspur 2, Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 2, Everton 0, Manchester City 3, Leeds United 2, Norwich City 0, Manchester United 1, Aston Villa 4, Newcastle United 0, Leicester City 2, Rangers 2, Liverpool 3, and Sheffield United 1, Celtic 0. to the official table of the Premier League for the top half, as United are 5 points clear from Man City after losing to Aston Villa by 4 goals to 1 at home, and that will mean that Liverpool are 5th and Arsenal climb up to 5th in the Premier League. As for the bottom half of the table of the Premier League, as we have West Ham United are currently 11th position, while Leicester City are 12th. 13th place is Crystal Palace, and 14th is Leeds. 15th is Brentford, 16th is Wolves, and 17th is Sheffield United. And now mean that Celtic, Norwich and Rangers are in the bottom 3. And coming up for next week, we do have Match of the Day on BBC for next weekend, as Liverpool are going to host Newcastle United, and that game will be live at Anfield. And that is all for the coverage here from all of us here for this afternoon. A massive win for Man City earlier go by beating Everton by 3 goals to 0. And that's all we have time for here for the coverage of Match of the Day with Gary Lineker and also my fellow pundit Alan Shearer. Have a very good evening.